Hey, and welcome to another collector video. This is going to be the pickups I have this month for June of 2022. So, pretty substantial month. So let's jump right in and see what we got. First up, we have Berserk for the 2600, the Sears variant. Got Dolphin also for the 2600. Bit of a dirty label there, but still a solid pickup. Word Zapper, arguably one of the least fun games in the history of video games. Tank Plus, which is the Sears telegame version of Combat. And these next three, while they appear to be common, are actually fairly rare. We have Real Sports Football, Baseball, and Kangaroo. Now, these were a dime a dozen, but these were the 1987 Atari Corp releases. Originally, these were released in 80, 81, maybe 82 for Kangaroo. But these were released at the very end of the Atari 2600 life cycle, and for reference, in 87, the Nintendo had already been out for 2 years. So, needless to say, these probably did not do too well. Moving to current gen, or close to current gen, we have Far Cry Primal for Xbox One. Have Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 Edition. And South Park, The Fractured But Whole. And normally I focus on older stuff on this channel, but I went to the Raleigh Retro Gamers pop-up market, and these were $3 a piece, so couldn't pass them up. Up next, we have the SD Gundam game for the Famicom, which, from the looks of it, this looks like a old school RPG. Next, we have WrestleMania for the Nintendo, which can't pass that up when you find it. Now we're moving on to PlayStation 2 and also pickups at the pop-up market. We have Star Trek Shattered Universe from the Dollar Bin. NHL Hits 93, which was pretty much the NBA Jam version of NHL. That's Stuntman for the Atari. We have 24, the game, which if you were a fan of the show, this one actually, let's see if I can get this to zoom in. It's actually a continuing story that's canon between Series 2 and 3. So that should be fun once I dig out my PS2. And we also have Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires. Up next, we're going to dive into the Xbox 360 stack, which is pretty substantial. And start out with loose dollar bin games for Call of Juarez, which from what I could tell looks like a cowboy first-person shooter. And Homefront, which is basically Red Dawn, the video game. Now onto the boxed stuff. We have Brutal Legend. You're an old school heavy metal guy like I am. This is a must-have. Tales of Vesperia. The pack-in version of Halo 4. John Woo's Stranglehold. Run around with two handguns like Chow Yun-Fat, or as Chow Yun-Fat. Some Grand Theft Auto 4, which I'm sure just about everybody out there has, but this is my first copy of it. A Mass Effect. Again, one of those games that's been on my list, just haven't had a chance to play it yet. Tiger Woods 08, which I can't speak to the 08 version, but the original versions on the Xbox were a lot of fun. Final Fantasy 13-2. Star Ocean: The Last Hope. Dragon's Dogma, which I know very little about. Up next, we have XCOM, The Enemy Unknown, which is from one of the most punishingly difficult tactical action series ever. We have The Darkness, which looks pretty dark. We have Crisis 2 Limited Edition. Not sure what makes it Limited Edition, but there we have it. Fallout 3, the Game of the Year Edition, which is one of the best games pretty much ever made. We have Blood Drive. It looks like zombies and racing. Can't go wrong there. We have Metro Last Light. And Blade Storm, the 100 Years War for the 360, which is going to wrap up that system. And now we're on to the original Xbox. We have Run Like Hell, Dungeons and Dragons Heroes, 13, which is a comic book inspired first-person shooter, Murakamo, which I'm sure I am butchering the name of it, but you get to fight with some mechs. Hunter the Reckoning, which is a fantastic 4-player action game where you get to hunt all manner of demon and monster. We have Tenchu, Return from Darkness. Outlaw Golf, The 8 Holes of Christmas, which is a fantastic golf series. A lot of fun in this one, great golf action, and if you start playing poorly, you can get a boost by beating up your caddy. And a fantastic $3 find with Shadow the Hedgehog. Can't believe I found it, let alone found it that cheap. Tiger Woods 2004. And last but not least, we have Kill Switch, which looks to be a third-person style shooter. So that is the pickups for June of 2022. I already have a lot of stuff coming in for the month of July, so please like and subscribe if you like this video. And in coming videos, I'm going to be playing some of these games, showing them off a little bit, so you get a better idea of what they are and if they were worth the money I paid. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.